viewers, and welcome to another edition of our women's program Karimpe. Today in this program, we are celebrating women because we are upholding the women as we celebrate the International Women's Day, which falls every year on March 8th. Now, every year, this is a designated day that is reserved exclusively to celebrate women's achievement, to speak about gender discrimination that we still face in the society, and also to talk about inclusiveness, to talk about parity. Well, you can understand how the world would have been had it all been gender equal. How beautiful the world would have been, right? But in reality, it is not so. Women face discrimination and still are victims in so many fields of our life, of our livelihood. And today, this year, the theme for International Women's Day is, yes, to inspire and to inclusion. Inspire and inclusion. We need to inspire each other. We need to be inclusive in all of the works that we do, so that women also can shoulder and walk with shoulder to shoulder with men in society. So today we are here to celebrate this beautiful day, and we have something very special lined up for you, because we have three very special ladies who have joined us here as we celebrate International Women's Day. We will be introducing them to you in a little while from now, but let us go ahead and watch a short video clip and come back soon as I go ahead and introduce our panelists for you in this program.
The 8th of March every year is celebrated as the International Women's Day. The theme this year, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Women have always been the center of every aspect of life, be it family or society. It's therefore imperative that they should be accorded the love and respect that they deserve. Sadly, that's never the case. We see a lot of violence against women, and this starts sometimes right from childhood for the girl child. This thus leads to a traumatized adult woman. There are many laws against such violence, but again, the law doesn't follow through. There are some women, however, who have crossed hurdles of health, poverty, and societal norms to come out victorious. To talk about these challenges, we have such women warriors who would give us some insights on their journey.
Now that you've just watched that short video, I'm now ready to welcome and to actually introduce our panelists to you. We have brought heroes. Well, we always talk about challenges and problems that women suffer from, but there are so many women out there who have actually raised up from the challenges that they often seem to face, from the discrimination that they often seem to face, but then they are now not only risen up, but also productively using their time and contributing to the society at large. So we have three women for you. To my left is Vanitha Vadera. She is a cancer survivor, and she is now also a fitness instructor. We are also being joined by Catherine Nongrum. Catherine Nongrum is an assistant teacher for School and Center for Hearing Handicapped Children, SCHHC, here in Shillong, and she is a special educator and so much more. We will be understanding all of our works in a little while. And on my extreme left is Dari Shisha Youngjo. Dari Shisha, a very young, bubbly girl, and she is a marathon runner. So there you have it. We have these panelists for you, and so you remain tuned into this program, and I'm sure you will enjoy this with us. So very warm welcome to all three of you, Vanitha, Catherine, and Dari Shisha. A warm welcome to Doordarshan Kendra, and thank you so much for giving us your time and for coming here in the studio. So we are here to celebrate International Women's Day, though I believe that this day should be celebrated every single day. But then a day is reserved exclusively for all women. Your first thoughts, Vanitha, when we are talking about International Women's Day, how do you feel about having a special day reserved for us?
Yeah, I do agree with you, Maushumi. I mean, every day should be a Women's Day, you know. In society we often see discrimination is there, be it in workplace, be it at home, be in society even. But people are changing, mindset is changing, and now even we women are creating a place for ourselves, be it any spheres. So I feel that with days to come, people will understand where we stand, and as we say that modesty should begin at home. We should educate our men at home also,
Right.
about this, especially our kids. My son, I have one and only son. I always talk to him about respecting women. I always tell him that you should be a gentleman when you are among the girls in your
Right,
group.
Yeah, it's so important, as you said, that
I
to
know.
teach them young, and values begin at home.
At home.
And definitely, it's a great moment, it's a great day as we celebrate ourselves, that is women, right? Thank you for your opening comments. I go to Catherine. Catherine, what do you feel about this day? It's a special day indeed, and what is your first thoughts as I say International Women's Day?
For me, I feel that as a woman, first I feel very proud
Right.
that I am a mother, and I really feel proud for all the women who can do so much
Right.
for the society.
Right. And it doesn't matter whether they're working outside in an office or any public sector undertaking or anyway, but the fact that they are mothers, I mean, that is also a big role, that they are at home, maybe just, homemakers, etc. That is also a huge role, isn't it? I come to Dari. Dari, what do you think of, you are a young girl, you represent so many young girls out there who are full of ambition and they're looking ahead in the days. So what do you think of this day? How happy are you to celebrate Women's Day?
Oh, I'm very happy of being this part of the International Women's, and for me, as in the sports, that the people should not look down on us and women, and they should treat us at the same
yes.
level of other.
At par, right.
Yes,
Right.
and the woman, the small girl, they should learn from see from what we have been doing,
Role models, because you
Yes.
are one of the role models out there,
Yes.
right? Okay, we will be hearing your story in a little while from now. But let me just bring in Catherine. You have been, working with the special children, right? With the hearing impaired
handicap,
children for 37 years. So much of dedication. Tell us your story. How did it all begin? What prompted you to give so much of your time and so much of your life literally to taking care of these especially abled children?
Actually, when I first started there, I started as a volunteer.
Okay.
Okay, so after that, when I complete 1 year, they find me fit to teach to children.
Okay.
Again, after year and year,
And that was when, Catherine?
it
if I
was
may
in
just-
94.
94.
Yes.
Okay. So you were just a volunteer then
Yeah.
in the early times.
No, before that, in 92, 93, I went to volunteer.
Okay.
Then they appoint me in 94.
But my question is that we all want to do other things. Why did you volunteer to go and take care of these
I
specially
don't know.
able?
I used to feel my heart is always there with them.
Okay.
At that time, they were grouping together. The Mary Rice also was there, the blind children also there, then the deaf are there together in Nirmali.
Okay.
Then after we shifted to Nongrim Hills, then that time they appoint me. I did not get any training, to
Okay.
tell you the truth.
So you
I don't
learned in
have
the job.
Yes, so by myself only till now.
37 years is a very
Yes.
long time.
And I was telling
Yeah.
my friend here,
Huh.
like every day is a challenge for me.
Right. What are some of the challenges that you face really?
Like when today is the first day of our children in
Okay,
nursery.
yeah, you have
So
reopened,
when
yeah.
they come,
Mm.
they are not the same. Their hearing loss also is different from one child to another child. And then we have autism also with a child.
Okay.
Then so many problems with the child. So what I have to challenge is, for me now, I have to target each child.
Separately, individually.
Yes.
Right.
Whether this method I'll apply to them, they'll be able or not to do. So every day I have to change. Today I taught this much. Okay, I find these two they cannot do. So I'll go home and I'll start to plan my lesson to make that child understand. So like every day is a challenge. You have to go prepare with.
And once they actually learn what you have taught, what a joy.
Really, I was telling my friend here also, like my happiness, my joy is the end of the year when they got the result. Their happiness in their face, the parents are happy. This much my child has achieved, the basic thing now. He knows when he go to the class.
Right. We will come back to you again, Catherine, in a little while from now, because there's so much to really understand. We only think, normal is always accepted in society. Anybody who's not outside that quote unquote normal is treated not very nicely. So that is another facet we will be talking about. But then I come to Vanitha. Vanitha, you are such a brave woman that you have survived cancer. Now it's been some years, and you have not only challenged and overcome this dreaded disease, the fear that is always, the stigma attached to it and so much more, called cancer, but today you are also a fitness instructor. You're not only kept yourself fit, but you're also making so many other ladies and so many other people fit. Tell us, your story. What is your story that you would like to share so that many other women who has so many other problems, but then they buckle under pressure, but you haven't? Tell us a bit of your story, Vanitha.
Thank you so much, Maushami. If I start my story, I was a very simple and very shy girl. And I thank my father that he wanted us to learn, take dance training. So I have done my Visharad in Bharatanatyam. So when I got married, again I was blessed. My father-in-law, he encouraged me to
continue
pursue my what I have learned, my dance. So again I started my dance classes here. And it was almost 6 years I was running this dance academy. And I take it as a blessing. Everyone laughs at me. My cancer, I take it as a blessing. It was 2017 I got diagnosed with cancer, and of course that fear was there. The first news, it shakens you.
Yeah, it shakes
and
you.
I was in fear, but somewhere, I had that faith that I'll come out of it.
Okay.
And again, support system also matters a lot. My husband was a big support system. My parents were there, my in-laws were there. And my son, he was just 8 years old. I used to see him crying inside the bathroom, and he doesn't want to show me his fear also, But I used to always tell him, I used to make him understand that it's just a small lump and the doctors will remove it and your mother will be fine. You don't worry about it. And then he used to get a little bit of courage, that she's okay. And if I talk about my treatment,
you went through the normal course of treatment with radiation and all that.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think you had lost your hair. Because that is what all cancer patients has to go through with, So what was that like? Because for a woman, her crowning glory is her hair. And when that moment came, when you lost it, and of course you have such beautiful tresses now. Tell us that bit of experience.
Yeah, I've gone through all the treatment. Operation was done, then the radiation and chemotherapy. Every part of it has its own side effects, and they were of course painful. Like after radiation, I had blisters in the operated area, and then it was very difficult for me to even wear clothes. But that phase also went off. Treatment was done. When the chemotherapy came, the only fear I had that I lose my hair, and I was just praying because doctors told me that it depends on the report, the biopsy report. Maybe you might not get chemotherapy, and I was just waiting for that news to come. But when my doctor said that you need chemotherapy, and that will be a precautionary way also, because since my cancer had just reached the lymph nodes and my 10 nodes were also removed. So take it as a precautionary thing. So I was really depressed, but again when your partner is your support.
Supportive, yeah.
He said, come on, I'll be comfortable. I'll get you beautiful scarves. I don't want you to wear wigs. Be natural. And I'll walk with you, on the road, I'll feel proud of it. So that gave me a little bit of, because if your partner is comfortable, you don't care about the
Yes,
world.
true.
So that way, that was also a very comfortable journey for me with my husband. And after my finished my chemotherapy, then my medicines were planned. And medicines you have to take for 10 years.
Okay.
So I've completed
still on-
6
on-
years as cancer survivor.
Oh, wonderful.
Another 4 years to go.
Wonderful. We pray that you continue to be a cancer survivor, and I'm sure that you will be. You've got such a positive attitude, and that also matters a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
right.
that really
we'll come
works.
back to you again, Vanita. Let me just bring in Darishisha. Darishisha, I read your story also. I mean, you lost your parents very early in
Yes.
your years, and you're the eldest of your 3 sisters. You took
Yes.
it upon yourself to help your sisters to raise the family, as I can say. And you went to a convent. You were put in a convent, and then you started even working in people's home so that you can earn a livelihood. Tell us, from where did, I mean, how was that bit of a journey, and then when did marathon begin for you?
So it was difficult for me because I have to take care of my sisters, and when I was in school, I used to participate in small events in the school weeks and all. So we have some sports meet and all, and then I drop out school.
Yeah, you had to drop out.
Yes, and then
because you had to take care
Yes.
of your other sisters.
And then after that, so I stay with my relative, and I've been working with them also at the same time. So they are the one who's been helping me, encouraging me with the running. So one day they was telling me that there were very few women who were going to participate for this event. So why don't you go and try? Because there are very few, like only 3 or 4 of
If I may
women.
just interrupt you quickly, you were always very good in running. I mean, why did they tell you to take up running only, and why not any other? You were always good in that?
No, not exactly. It's just that they were telling me, to run to get more participant,
Okay.
to get more
alright.
women, like girls from the side, because there are only men are participating. There are many of men, but then they told me that you also participate, get and then run, and I participated that. So and then after the event, so I came 6th position maybe.
Okay.
But I forgot. So from that moment, they knew that I have something in me,
Okay.
that I can run longer. Like I haven't participated or any practice with that events and all. So they encouraging me to run another race if there are any events out there. They told me that you should go and participate any other events if it's there in Shillong. So they encouraged me, and from them I am be able to be a runner.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've been running now, not only in the state, within the country, outside the country, right? I mean, you've recently come back from Jordan or somewhere also.
Yeah, 2019 I
Yeah.
participated in Jordan.
That, yes. So it became with short runs, and now you call yourself ultra something, you said?
Yes, before I used to run only for maybe 5k,
Okay.
10k, but then later on.
5k means 5 kilometers,
Yes,
10 kilometers.
yes,
Oh my goodness,
yes.
okay.
So after that, I participated first time of outside Meghalaya. So I ran the half marathon, that's 21 kilometer, and then my relative, they was like very telling me to participate, and they knew that I have something in me, that some kind of a talent maybe,
Right.
which God have gifted me.
Right.
So they registered for me for the outside events, and then they knew that I have something in me, and I could, if I run. And then there are many other runners in India that they run longer distance, and then they told me that you should go for the longer events because we can see that you have this kind of ability of running longer distance. So I ran 42 kilometers, and then the same people who has been encouraging me with the running from Run Meghalaya, they he told me to run another events which is more than 42 kilometers.
Okay.
And then I participated for 6 hours. And
Continuously you ran for 6 hours?
yes, and then I started participating in 100 kilometers.
Oh my goodness, okay, 100 kilometers. So you run from Shillong to Guwahati?
I think we have ran from
No, I'm saying the
Goi-
distance
yes.
wise.
yes
Yeah.
from Shillong to Guwahati.
Right? Okay, so your at the most, your peak is 100 kilometers or
Yes.
even more than that?
100 kilometers.
100 kilometers. And it took you 6 hours of continuous
No,
running.
for the 100 kilometers it took me around 9 hours 40.
Okay, 9 hours.
Yes.
From where do you get all the stamina? Is there such a special food that you have to take? Special exercise that you have to do? What happens? For me, it is only a dream, you know. So you, since you are living it as a runner, as a marathoner, tell us what a marathon has to do. I mean, anybody.
As a runner, for the food, you know, has been asking me the nutrition and all. I try my best to have a proper nutrition and all, and also with the exercise. And main important thing is that my mind, that I have to, you know, that I have to finish this event, you know, this run. You have to have this kind of determination that to finish it, the event. Like when you start it, and then you have to finish it, not to give up in the middle of the runs.
Wow, you must be having a very strong mind, Rishisha, right? I think we will all agree with that, right? I mean, not to give up and running for over 9 hours, and you must be feeling tired, fatigued, but yet you have to tell your mind, because I think much of our physical activity is determined by what we think, right? By the mind.
At the same time, you need supporting from your friends, support from your family. You know, the main thing is that there's support. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's true. Because, you know, today, as we are celebrating International Women's Day, you know, women today have come out from that shell that they used to be, because you are doing something which you yourself said. There were few men, but then they told you to, because they wanted to include more girls. But today, girls are there in every works, as I can see, more or less, right? In everything that we can think of. There is a woman, there is a girl, and sometimes, you know, girls are more in certain jobs, right? And it is so important, right, Vanitha, that girls should be economically empowered, because you have started this fitness center and you are now giving fitness lessons to others. What prompted you to start a fitness center?
Yeah, I really wanted to share this. As I said, cancer was a blessing for me. When I completed my treatment, my physician told me that you have to be physically fit.
Okay.
Because 10 nodes have been removed from your left arm, and your left arm will not be that active. You cannot lift heavy objects and cannot stress your left hand. But you have to be physically fit. Initially, they had introduced few exercises for me, and then they told me, you better go for some gym or any workout center, because you need everyday exercise. You know, I never wanted to join gym for my personal reasons, but I thought, why not I train myself as a trainer, maybe some any form of workout. And since I'm a dance teacher, I was looking for something related to dance. So I was already trained in aerobics during my college days. I was looking for something different, and this Zumba came into my mind. And I got trained just after 5 years of my cancer journey. I got trained in Zumba, and then there was no looking back, you know.
And Zumba was still very new, something new,
very
right,
new,
in those days.
especially in Meghalaya. And for this I had to organize few awareness programs also for Zumba. And what I used to do is, since I was a cancer survivor, is to collab with cancer awareness plus a fitness show.
Okay.
So it was in 2018 I had organized a fitness show where it started with a cancer awareness program, especially on breast cancer. And then there was fitness, if it comes into fitness, there was Zumba, and yoga was also there.
Okay.
And it was a day-long program. So I thank my physician who told me that you have to be physically fit, and that is the reason I
And when
trained
did you
myself.
start the center?
My center was there. I mean, I
Okay.
used to take the dance classes.
Okay, even before, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but you
the
converted
fitness started.
to other, yes.
I converted into a fitness instructor
yeah.
from dance instructor.
And what was I was asking is that, you know, like, and it is so important, right? Like, we overcome our challenges, and then because you had gone through some kind of a challenge, and a big challenge in fact, and then you overcame that, and now you're also economically empowered because it is giving you earnings also, right? It's part of your livelihood, right?
Yeah, that gives you confidence, a sense of confidence in yourself, you know. Again, I thank my father. I mean, you know, at a certain age, you get pocket money from your parents. But then when we had come to college, then he used to always tell us that you have to look for your
Money. Yeah. I
so
will not
now
be
you
there
think,
always,
yeah, I'll just give you a limited amount, but
Right.
then you have to think about it. He wanted us to be independent, you know.
Right.
And then we started with coaching classes at home. I and my sister, I still remember. And then since we were trained in dance from our young days, we started a small dance class also. That used to give us a sense of confidence. I mean, I don't have to ask for money for every now and then from my
Exactly.
father
And
even.
this part is so important. I think, you know, when we are talking about women's economic empowerment, I mean, a big role is played by the parents at home. How you kind of raise them. I mean, we usually raise our children in such a way that we tell the boys only that you have to work and you have to earn, but the girls usually, oh, you'll get married and you don't really need. Things are, of course, changing. Of course, it is changing. But Catherine, if I can come back to you again, your work is so different because, as I said a little while back, that, you know, normal is always accepted. Anything that is not normal is shunned, is stigmatized, is looked down upon. So thereby, I think your challenge was more, and in overcoming those challenges and how people look into those, and then the joy was when they excel more than you expect.
Yeah.
Right? Tell
That's
us
true.
some little stories that
Like-
you know, from the center.
When I first joined, that was in '94, I feel that the parents know they shy away the child. They don't want to bring the
Bring
child.
them in the open, right?
But this time, they brought the child. Once they diagnose that the child cannot speak and cannot hear, they bring forward the child.
Because as I said, society is changing. Our
Yeah.
outlook, you know, our mindset definitely has undergone a change. But you are also, I believe that you have brought out some very innovative charts for the hearing impaired. Tell us a little bit about those innovative charts.
About the way we taught them.
Yes.
Yeah, like in our school, we used to have a mirror.
Okay.
In every classroom, we install one mirror. That mirror is for speech. Okay, because when the child joined the school, his only language is sign language. That is the first language. Then second language we will introduce to the child. When we sit with the child in front of the mirror, first we'll show only the picture to the child. Then we'll make the child repeat apple, apple, apple. It takes time. Sometimes it takes for 1 month or so.
Oh, okay.
You
Just
have
to learn one
keep
word.
on repeating with them. And when the child can learn your lip movement, then we cover a lip.
Okay.
We show the picture.
All right.
Then the child will
See.
see the word.
Okay.
That is one. And another one is we have to have lots of TLM. We have to make
What is TLM?
teaching learning material.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we have our classroom should be very bright with many pictures. Suppose we are teaching them about the animals. Okay, we have to give the word domestic animal very clearly. You have to make them understand. So this is domestic animal, and these are wild animal. Only that 2 words also it's very difficult to bring into the child. So that is the way, like I was telling her on the way when we come. For me, every day is a challenge for me. Every day I have to think how I'll make this child,
Innovatively, yes.
I'll make this child to understand what I'm teaching them. But I target, like the nursery now, I target them 5-5. 5 fruits, 5 vegetables, 5 animals.
Okay.
Okay, then
And that is that course, that 5-5 is for how long? For a month?
for 1 year.
Oh, fine.
Only in numbers, 1 to
Okay.
5 also.
Uh-huh.
Like from March they started. Half yearly they have to know 5. 5 counting, 5 objects, not just to memorize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they have to understand in this one how many objects are there, in this 2 how many objects are there. So
I mean,
by the
hats off
end
to your,
of the year,
Mm.
0 to 10,
Okay.
they are fully
All right.
learn, even the words, then the matching, the circle, the correct number. Not only like normal teachers, we teach them 1 to 10 orally, then they can write.
Right.
But for us, no, we can't do that. We have to give them the concept. The concept is there. Only for ABC also. They have to know which are big letters, which are small letters. And my concept is to teach them that, no, I go with color code.
Okay.
For the big alphabet, I go with the red, and for the small letter, I go with the blue.
Okay.
Mostly I use color code.
Right.
So they
right.
memorize, no? When they see that color, they memorize.
That's in capital and this is small
Yeah.
letter.
And even these vowels. For the deaf children, the vowels are in their left hand.
Okay.
This is A, E, I, O, U.
Mhm.
So first we draw their fingers, then we write the vowels in their copy, and then when it comes to sorting out the vowels and the consonant, we mix around with the blue and the red. So in that way they got. So it's really take time.
Yeah, of course, not only time, look at the amount of patience
Yeah,
you
we have
have,
to
the
have that.
dedication. You know, you have to think differently, innovatively,
Yeah.
and out of the box all the time for each child, as you said.
So now some of the doctors who used to work with us there, they were forcing me now to write a book.
To write a book.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the method that I'm teaching.
Right,
you know.
that's lovely. I think you should do that because you know it will help so many other institutions and centers outside the country as well. Because these are very innovative teaching methods that you're talking. Dari, I mean, you've been running. What is the future that you're looking ahead? It is giving you money also, right? You're earning out of it, which you never thought that one day you will earn out of marathon. But today, marathon is a source of income for you. Right?
Yes.
What would be your words really to the youngsters who are youngsters or maybe parents also? Should they make sports as part of the routine of a child as well?
Yes, I think they should. If in schools, they should tell the kids and the parents should be telling the kids and all. If there are any events in school, they should take parts, and to not allow the kids to be here and there with this generation of kids. They are always in the phones, and some of the kids, they might be messed up with their minds and thoughts, and being.
And sports keeps the mind also active,
Yes.
isn't it? And it is a source of income as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm really amazed at all the beautiful stories that I've heard. There's so much more that I need to hear, understand from each one of you. But each one of you, Anita, Catherine, Darishisha, you all are contributing. You all have kept yourself hidden. Catherine, you didn't even want to come to the, open pictures. You told me that I'm a silent worker, ma'am, I don't want to come. But I insisted that you should, because if
Yes.
people like you don't come in the open and don't inspire, then who will? But I'm so grateful and so thankful that you have done so. I wish each one of you good health and many more, accolades, many more medals to be won to you too, Darishisha. Continue to run and continue to make the state proud as well. Thank you so much for coming to the studios and for enlightening us with your beautiful stories. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was our heroes today in this program in this day today as we celebrate the International Women's Day. I'm sure you have been inspired listening to each of the stories. Well, let me tell you that problems are part and parcel of our life. It is our mindset, how we build our mind to overcome each of these challenges and to prove our mettle, to prove our worth, that beyond our our challenges is also there is another something called success. So keep striving, and I'm sure that you will do wonders too, just as the way our three ladies here have proved their mettle. Thank you very much for joining in our program. Until next time, from all of us here, it's wishing you goodbye.